we watched you all the way with those repairs, the running repairs. Tell us about that. I mean, what an incredible effort. Ayrton spitting oil out. Just, you worked so hard today.
I'm so sorry, and big thanks to Aaron. He did an amazing job, and co-driving and reading the pace note and organizing and fixing the car. And I'm so sorry for him that I was not able to giving him something special for after this rally about the result. Of course, for the team as well and fans. So yeah, I don't know. It's fear. So yeah.
I can see from your face, I don't need to ask this question, Taka, but I'm going to. Tell us the emotions you're going through right now.
Yeah. I don't know. I really wanted to win, and I tried everything, but just I was not enough, not good enough.
So sorry, Taka. I'm so sorry.
Let's go.
What a way to start our review. One of the most emotional interviews I think I've seen in a very long time. You could tell how much that hurt Taka-san.
Oh, where do you start with the day that he's had? He came into today, he started today, he got through the first couple of stages. Absolutely on the money, genuinely in the belief that this was his moment. He's played himself so well into this. Not taking too many risks, strategically placed himself, got there 5 seconds off the lead, and then just one. I mean, it was quite a big incident.
Yeah.
Quite a big accident. I mean, it was quite a big bang. You know, I was quite surprised that he got away with that big hit on the left. But then, just it's a heartbreaker. We followed it all afternoon, Cole. We've watched people wearing Takemoto Katsuta's merchandise, a mother and a child, in floods of tears.
It's
just
remarkable.
It means so much to these people, and to Taka himself, you can see it in his face. He's a broken man tonight.
You know, he was in a position, as David mentioned, to challenge for the win here. That is why it is hurting so much. He went into that stage right there in the thick of it with Elvin Evans and Seb Ogier. He knew this was a proper chance of winning, David, and it was desperate to see, it really was. But what a team effort that was. It was an incredible team effort, clearly, from Taka-san. Aaron Johnson was on his absolute A-game in that repair. But Tom Fowler was involved as well. We caught up with both Tom and Aaron a little earlier on.
The fix didn't last, and we had to make a proper effort then on the second stop to get the car back up and running and able to finish the loop.
And that was when things all got a bit more serious, bypassing radiators and coolers and shoving pipes down the dipstick thing, and ultimately you drinking some oil.
Yeah, I've seen your video from it already. The boys were showing me when I came back here. So a bit of a crazy fix, but it wasn't down to me. You know, Taka was there as well, and the guys back in service were instructing us what to do. So it was a full team effort to get the car back.
When this kind of thing happens is when our work really becomes real. Most of the time we're running through sort of routine operations, both on the crew side and on the technician side and the engineer side. But we have a really dedicated team which is ready to respond in these kind of emergency situations, and we kept them going, so it was important.
But the bypassing the radiator, that's a new one.
Yeah, actually, the power steering bypass was improvised today. We haven't done that before, so that was a first.
It was good to see them in the Super Special at the end of the day. There were so many Toyota employees at that Super Special. That was really what they were aiming in those repairs to do, to get in front of those fans and to give them a bit of a display. So, yeah, well done. It was.
It's a great. I mean, we just say, it's just a great story.
You know,
this is what our sport is about. These incredible fight backs, these incredible moments, these human moments that you don't get in any other sport. And it happened at the side of a road somewhere in rural Japan, with more and more and more people getting involved. And just the emotion of the whole thing, it's phenomenal.
It was one of those absolute special moments that we'll always remember. We'll always remember. Now, don't know if you were with us. You might have been following it on X, you might have been following it on Instagram, but the full video of really us talking through that incredible repair with Taka.
Living it with him.
Well, we did, and we were willing them on. You can have a look at the video. It's right there. Press the button, go through, take a look at it. David, the other thing that's captivated us out there today is that incredible battle for the lead. Taka was right in amongst it, but when he dropped out, we still had clearly Elfyn Evans and Sebastian Ogier. They were so close at one point. Ogier nipped it at the end in that final stage. But at the end of the day, just over 5 seconds between them going into the final day. Wow.
It was essentially a day of two halves, wasn't it? It was Elfyn in the morning and Sebastian a little bit more in the afternoon. A great morning from Elfyn, combined with Sebastian not struggling, but just not absolutely on his A game, feeling that he wasn't pushing, he didn't have the right commitment in certain areas. Where it's really tricky, where it's really slippery and compromised conditions, Elfyn really made the most of it and came through really close at lunchtime, but slipped back a little bit this afternoon.
Well, what do we know about tomorrow? We know it's going to be wet. We know it's going to be torrential, the rain. And we could see, no, we do know that.
No.
And it's not me
I'm
just
just
saying
kind of
that
wondering
now.
where
I
torrential
brought it back.
sits. We've got rain, torrential rain, monsoon.
No.
So we've got monsoon, rain, torrential.
Monsoon-like rain.
Monsoon-like.
Torrential rain. Heavy rain, rain. I had heavy rain earlier on, but it's fair to say that Sebastian Ogier has elevated it even beyond heavy rain tomorrow.
But we still
Tom Fowler is talking about jet skis. But my point is, tomorrow is going to be another incredible day.
Still, I will not rate this day as a great day on my side. I should have done a little more this morning. This afternoon we needed what we had to do, just keep the lead, extend it a little bit. I mean, we are fighting with nothing everywhere, so everybody is driving on the limit. Elfyn have been driving very well the whole day, so not easy to make differences.
Yeah, last question, a word for Taka.
For sure, we feel very sorry for him. He was having a super strong pace. This mistake, a little bit of a misjudgment. Looks like coming a bit too hot into this Gymkhana section, and yeah, the consequences afterwards. Like, it looks like the first impact he might have got away, but afterwards, looks like trying maybe too quickly to come back. But I mean, it's easy when you hit the first one and you see they're flying away. You feel maybe they're all like this, but look like some were more filled with water than the others, and it's a shame. And on my side, by the way, it cost me a little bit of time because when I arrived there, it was such a mess. I couldn't even do the normal route of the rally. I had to avoid this stuff and then go back on my turn around, go back. It was really a mess all over the place. So yeah, it's a second there maybe, but we are fighting for seconds everywhere. So let's hope at the end this one is not counting.
It's been a good day, really. I did a small error in that last but one stage. Just run a little bit wide. Cost us a second or so, but otherwise it's been a pretty good day. From what we know, that maybe the weather won't be straightforward tomorrow. So looks like it's very open, I would say, with given what the weather is planning.
It was a really strong morning for Adrian Fourmaux. He was absolutely focused.
Yeah.
And he was, do you know what? He was just driving through the issues. It reminded me a little bit of Tanak in Finland a few years ago. It reminded me a little bit of perhaps Thierry last year, where he just drove through the issues. And Fourmaux did that this morning. And at one point we thought, he's putting himself potentially with a chance of fighting for the lead here.
Absolutely, fastest. And then the afternoon, we know that he's worked the front of the car really hard. As the ambient temperature came up this afternoon, he reached and then went beyond the capabilities of that Hankook hard tyre, and that's what cost him the time this afternoon. But you've got to absolutely take your hat off to him. There were a couple of moments in that car, big sideways moment in fifth gear.
The thing and
just
he
snapped.
Yeah. Fifth gear.
He's driven a great day. Brilliant this morning. Pace seemed to go away a little bit this afternoon.
Yes, it was a little bit expected, to be fair, because I did struggle a little bit with tire temp. So I was overheating a little bit the tires at the end of the stages. So we nearly lost everything in the end of stages. So yes, that's a bit the issue we had this morning, but it was not so bad. It was cooler, and in the afternoon I was like, I was really trying to be not too aggressive, but at the end, it's so demanding that the temperature goes up, and at the end, I was losing quite a lot of time at the end.
Thierry Neuville, listen, if you want to see again the video of Thierry Neuville's woes this morning, it's up there, YouTube. Go and have a look at it. Neuville Go through the problems he's had, David, because this morning was just...
Thursday, broken drive shaft. Friday, broken rear diff.
Yes.
Saturday, broken drive shaft. It just never ends.
On the first stage in the morning.
Yeah.
And he drove it.
And actually, no, it wasn't. It was it not before the first stage?
Well, we spotted it during our morning interviews.
Yeah.
As we ran up to Neuville's car, who was just getting ready to go into the
Colin.
stage. I was like,
What's that?
I knew exactly what I meant. That's rear left drive shaft oil that's burning there. Rear left.
But you did.
I might have said
you
gearbox.
spotted it.
The oil.
It was transmission oil.
Transmission
wasn't
oil. The oil smell
Yeah.
was absolutely there. He came out the stage. They were supposed to turn left to go to the next stage. He turned right and came back to service. It's been just the most shockingly difficult
And
weekend for
standing
him.
talking to him and Martin at the side of the road there. I mean, you just go back to that moment on the same. It was Saturday, Japan last year, where they were hugging each other. When Tanak crashed. Sunday was it? And they were world champions. You know, not too far away from it. The year they've had has just been absolutely appalling.
It really has. Tanak, not much to say, really, is there? Really, not much to say. Nothing. Did nothing out there today. Nothing.
I mean, you talk about somebody who's looking forward to Sunday. I think Tanak is just desperate to get on the plane home.
Sami Pari was in the fight, wasn't he, with Fourmaux this morning? He was only a few tenths of a second behind Fourmaux. It went backwards, particularly after the second stage this morning. It was a very small knock, a little bit of damage to the rear of the car, but more importantly, knocked apart the exhaust off. The noise then in the car was a bit much. Compromised the communication between driver and co-driver, and he just went backwards in that fight with Fourmaux.
He couldn't hear the pace notes.
Couldn't hear, yeah. So it was a difficult one for Sami Pari. Gregoire Munster, not a lot, we can say, really, not a lot.
No, still struggling with the setup. Needs a bit, again, still taking mileage, still getting experience, but yeah, that's about the only positive you can take.
The only positive indeed. What about WRC2? Well, it is that man, our favourite Spaniard, Alejandro Cachon, doing a great job, keeping it together. I'm keeping everything crossed for him tomorrow. I don't know what he's like. We know that Sordo's a fabulous tarmac exponent, wasn't he, David? But he didn't like it when things started changing. He liked it dry. He liked it consistent.
Yeah.
I wonder how Cachon might cope with some heavy rain tomorrow. I suspect he'll cope pretty well with it.
Well,
I hope so. Anyway.
What's that saying? The rain in Spain falls
mainly on
the plane.
The plane.
Not really sure what that means.
But does he live anywhere near a plane? I don't know.
But it rains in Spain, so I'm sure he's used to it. He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. I hope so. And obviously, we are watching Oliver Solberg in the stages. If you're wondering why we're not talking about him leading WRC2, it's because he's not registered for points here. But in terms of the class, the Rally 2 class, he's a country mile ahead. I think it's nearly a minute and 20 seconds ahead of Cachon. So, David, that question, driver of the day. Go on. I'm going to change it. No, it's too easy if I change it.
There's no smart answer, or is there? I would have to say the driver of the day today for me is, I'm going to have two. Not two drivers of the day, I'm going to have two answers.
Yes, I don't know.
The mechanic of the day is Taka / Aaron Johnson.
Right.
And the driver of the day is the driver of the Martini livery Ferrari 308, which is the most astonishingly beautiful car.
Sounds good to us.
Oh,
I'm just going to have a co-driver of the day. That's all.
Aaron Johnson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say.
Spitting oil for the team.
Competitor of the day.
Yes.
Aaron Johnson, without any question. The Taka did a great job. Tom Fowler did a great job. The team did a great job. Aaron Johnson went above and beyond. Nobody should be asked to take a mouthful of used engine oil in the name of sport, but he did, and he willingly took it, and he kept his driver in the event. Wow, Aaron Johnson. It has been one of those days. As we mentioned earlier on, go to our YouTube channel, take a look at the stories that we were telling out there today. If you want a more in-depth look and a behind-the-scenes look at those stories, take a look at Club DirtFish on Patreon. There is so much more to those adventures that we were on today, that we were telling the story basically to our Club DirtFish members. We'd love to see you along there with us. One more day to go here, folks, in Japan. It could be a huge one. Don't miss a thing. Stay with us.